Yo, what's up, family? It's your boy, Sean Nathan. Welcome back to another episode of TBB. Y'all ain't seen this setup yet or before. I mean, I'm in the same spot, but not from this angle because I had to go guerrilla style this week. We had some scheduling conflicts. Your boy been a little busy, so I ain't run out of clips. The clips is all in here. Clips come from God. I lost the capability to sit down and re-up, but we working on that though. So aesthetically this week, bear with me, you know what I mean? But this ain't nothing. I'm just digging in the crates. I'm going back to the origins. I don't need the double camera shot, the super layout, you know what I'm saying? I don't need a studio this week because it ain't really all about that. What it really comes down to is what comes out of my heart and the information I get to share with y'all. So this week is going to be pretty quick. Well, I don't know. It may not be quick. I'm going to share a story, to be real. So I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as possible so I don't take too much of y'all time. I like to keep these anywhere between like 15 and 20, 25 minutes anyway. I don't think I'm going to do a 25-minute rant, though, on what I just experienced. So what I will say, though, is that I very rarely get on here. First of all, pleasantries, you know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Hit the button, subscribe to the show, share it with your friends, your family, whatever, comment, like it, hate it, don't matter. We about engagement. We just trying to reach the masses. You know what I'm saying? Start a conversation. That's all TBB really wants to do, is to start conversations and spark y'all hearts, man. So y'all do the right thing out here in this world. All right, moving forward. So I am not going to tell you where I was when this happened or who I was around, but I'll give you a bit of detail into what transpired. All right. So I'm in this place today. This happened today too. When you see this, it'll be the next day, but this is very fresh in my brain though. So this happened today and I ain't got no mic. So if I seem to be a little loud, that's because I'm being lazy. I ain't feel like charging my mic up. My man usually come through with the mics and I'm good to go. So hopefully the volume is cool, and I'm doing this on the iPad and not my phone. So we're going to see how it works out in terms of landscape and sound. But getting back to the story, let me start it. So I'm in this place today and I'm in really, really good spirits. Like when I come in, I'm usually in good spirits. Even if I'm not in good spirits, I don't put that on anybody else. I try to keep it to myself. I try to make sure I stay within the confines of whatever space mentally I might be in if I'm having what I feel is an off day, or if my day is not starting as strong as I would like it to in terms of what my output might be. You know what I mean? I know how to segment myself and still be civil. Y'all know what I say. Civility is a skill set. Still be civil, still be kind. All right, fruits of the spirit. While still working out whatever it is I have going on, because whatever I have going on is not about anybody else. So whatever you have going on in your day, if you wake up, as they say, on the wrong side of the bed, and you enter into a space with other people, don't give them the unpleasant side of you, because they don't have anything to do with that. That's you. All right. So be mindful of that. Like, people do not deserve or need to tolerate your attitude or your unpleasant nature because you're in a bad mood. All right. Or you're not having the greatest day, or you had an experience the night before that you woke up with, and now anybody in your way is going to feel your wrath. Unacceptable, unnecessary. All right. So today, though, I wake up in a very, very great, positive mood. It was my baby girl's birthday. She's 3, y'all. So feel free to drop some happy birthdays in there for my baby. Have a powerful prayer over my daughter this morning. Powerful prayer. And then, I had my own prayer time, just thanking God for life, for her life, and for my life as well, for choosing me to be her parent. You know what I'm saying? Choosing me to be her father. it's a blessing within that. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all got kids, man, I really hope that y'all really embrace and embody that. So anyway, this is how my day is starting. I'm waking up, beautiful day. I'm celebrating life, walk out the door. I'm like, bet, let's get the day started. Let's get active, get to this place and still in my own zone. I'm just, in my worship zone. I kind of get quiet. I don't really got to engage with a whole lot of people. I say my good mornings. I keep it moving. So there's something going on, though, and it's based around like photos today. And they wanted to capture photos of myself and a few other people. But I already knew in my head, I'm like, I'm not doing photos today. All right. As y'all see, my hair ain't fresh. My line a little awry, but I did that myself. And, you know what I'm saying? I just wasn't in the zone. I'm like, I ain't doing the photos today. I'll do them later. It's not that big of a deal. All right. Like, they're taking them with a phone. It's not like we paid somebody to come in, a paid photographer, scheduled on the books, who's there. Like, I'm not wasting anybody's money, not wasting nobody's time. And it's my image. So I don't want my photo taken, right? So I discussed this with somebody briefly, and I'm like, yeah, I ain't doing photos today. And he was like, oh, you need to get your photo taken. And I'm like, I'm not doing it today. I'm like, I'm not presentable in the way that I want to have my photo taken. I take my photos very seriously. I've been a model before. I've been on TV. I've been in movies. I do my show. I'm like, y'all know I'm about pristine presentation. I'm like, and where this photo was going to go, it was going to be able to be seen by a lot of people. And it was going to be a representation of me. And the first representation that somebody sees is like, okay. So today wasn't the day that I was going to do it. I'm like, this is not going to be, with the fuzzies and all that, like the first representation somebody sees of me somewhere online that's highly accessible. So I declined. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And I was respectful. Y'all know me. I don't snap on people no more. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll do it later. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever. I can do it later. Like, it's not a pressing like issue, whether I do it today or do it later, whatever. And again, it's my photo. So I'll leave it alone. I keep doing what I'm doing. I get back into my zone. And then another person tries to interject, and I'm in my own world. I'm like a nice distance away from this person. Like, if this is me over here, they're like right here. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to like amplify your voice to even get my attention. And they call me by name, like, are you going to do your, and I'm like, no, are you going to do your photo? I'm like, no, I'm not going to my photo today. And then they kind of look at me with like this look as if they have some authority, which you don't. And they didn't. And if they watch, I hope they watch this. Cause this is my public. Yeah. Not even like that. Anyway. So they're like kind of scream across the room a little bit and in front of people, like, no, or you need to go take it. I kindly say, no, I don't. Get back to my to my rhythm. And then they try again to be like, no, you need to get up and go over there. It was at this point where everything West Philly was coming up and getting ready to explode. All right. Thank God, though, I've come a long way, and he's brought me a mighty long way. All right. And it was in that moment where I heard the Holy Spirit say to me, just be still. And I was like, all right. So I gave them the most sinister mafia Grinch type of smirk and gave them a look that pretty much said a really hardcore explicative. And y'all know which one I'm thinking about. And looked at them and then looked back down and kept going about my day. Like, who are you? First of all, you are nobody to me. Nobody. You are a absolute nobody in my life and probably everybody else's life. So you don't matter, right? And this is how I get. Like, when you step over that boundary with me, then the level of humanity that I have for people and that I've already exercised throughout my life and that I continue to get and grow every single day, that level of humanity now becomes savage. It becomes savagery. it goes from humanity to savagery. And I'm like, yeah, it's about to be inhumane. What I wanted to do was get up. So here's the kicker with that. All right. So I'm gonna stop right there for a second. And I'm gonna explain something to y'all. No means no. Period. This was huge back in the early 90s when, sexual assault was high, running rampant, and it's probably still pretty high now. But I remember as a teen or as a kid, campaigns for women to men saying no means no. If I get all the way into bed with you and naked and whatever, and I change my mind, I say no, no means no. I remember this vividly. And the same thing stands today, though. A no is a no. But we're in a place in society where people don't hear no often enough. And everybody is people pleasing. And everybody is clout chasing. And everybody is scrambling for views and for likes and for acceptance. So when they hear no, it's like a foreign word to them. I said no, I'm not doing it. Period. Don't come back and try to ask me 2 more times. And then what really got me was the 3rd time, it wasn't even an ask. Like none of the times were an ask. Like the tone of this person every time was like a command. Like they're demanding me to do it. First of all, I'm a grown man. And that don't even got to be said, but that's how I'm thinking in my head. Like, do you not see me over here at like 217, like 6'2"? Like, you're not getting what I'm saying verbally. Maybe physically I should get up and smack you, huh? So then when you get my no, but then I'd be wrong though, right? Then it'd be like, oh, he's assaulting people and he's aggressive, angry black man, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I told you no. I told somebody no the first time respectfully. That don't mean you come behind them and try to ask me the same question. My answer stays the same. I'm going to still say no. I'm not changing my position. And that's the problem with a lot of people in this society is position changing. You don't stand on what you stand on. Like you say one thing, you do another. I don't do that. I don't play like that. Like the old heads used to say back in the day, I mean what I say and I say what I mean. And if I tell you no, I'm telling you no. Don't come and ask me 4 or 5 times and think the answer is going to change. You know who does that? Children. My kids do that. Mommy, not all the time, but kids do that. Oh, can I have this? No, you can't have it. And then they wait a couple of minutes and they come back. Well, what if can I still have? No, you can't have it. A no is a no. It's always been no. It's one of the most powerful words in the English language, in any language. No, I'm not doing it. So at this point, I'm now like praising God that I stayed calm to not even engage. I totally dismissed this person, right? So like I can feel the anger in them being like, he just dismissed me. Yeah, I did. Because you tried it. And I told you no. 2 times already. So whatever. So I'm worshiping God being like, thank you. But I know it's not over, right? And I'm like, I'm going to just keep calm. And mind you, this is not important. When I say it's not important, y'all, it is so not important. In the grand scheme of things and what we have going on in this atmosphere, in this environment, this is nowhere near the level of importance at all. And that old adage, worry about yourself. Why are you worried about me? Is yours done? All right, cool. Yours is done. Don't worry about what I'm doing. So worry about what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Always. Don't worry about nobody else. And if somebody else is worried about what you're doing, tell them I told them. Tell them I told you to tell them, worry about them. All right? They don't need to worry about you. Let them focus on them. Y'all take care of y'all stuff. I'm good on mine. I'm going to take care of mine. You don't worry about that. I'm going to get to it. So moving along, I'm going to try to wrap this up. I'm still in my own zone. This person goes like a kid, like I said, who asks questions more than once, who comes back to try to get a different answer. Children do this. Like a child, this grown adult goes to another grown adult and tattletales on me And I don't know what they said, but it probably went along the lines of like, he's not going to take his picture. He's being difficult. Like, somebody needs to go tell him to take his picture. Send them to. And guess what? My answer is going to remain the same. I'm going to tell you no to. And this time, since you the third person, you might not get it as nice as I tried to give it to them, but I done already found my resolve, and I was like, it ain't worth it. Y'all ain't about to see me blow up in here for no reason. So, of course, there was a third person comes, and I got all this on today, right? So I'm looking at this stuff. I'm like, God is for me. This says God is for us. All right, this says worship. This says Jesus. So I'm legit, and my shirt say God's plan. So I'm in here like I'm fully clothed and bathed in spiritual profoundness. Like, why are you trying me? Are you trying to see like how God's people operate? I'm not soft. There's nowhere in the Bible that says that believers and Christians are supposed to be soft. Or does it say I got to bend over backwards and kiss your butt or appease you? It's not happening. I'm not, for what? So the third person comes up, I need you to come get up and take this picture. I'm not taking it. And you're not going to make me take it. And this is why I'm not taking it. And I say this now in front of people, X, Y, and Z. I'm saying, like, this is my photo, my representation of myself. I'm not taking it because my presentation is not up to the level of my standards of representation or presentation when I'm going to put myself out there. So respectfully, I'm telling you no. And when I feel that I want to take it and I get my stuff done, then I'll come back and take it. Somebody else had to interject and was like, yo, for real, like, it's not that serious. He told like 3 people no, like, leave him alone. And they were like, okay, well, I mean, as long as he knows, I just got to step off. So to those people who behave this way, I hope you're not one of these people that behave that way, that feel as if you can force your agenda onto somebody else. No means no. You will never force your agenda on me. And I hope as y'all watch this, you're hearing not just me, but you're looking inside of yourself and saying, like, do I fold? Do I buckle? Am I a yes person? Do I do just whatever they tell me to do when they tell me to do it? Do I have an opinion? Do I have a choice? Do I say no? Do I mind my business? When something that has nothing to do with me, do I try to interject and put myself into it because what, you need some excitement for your life? Like, this could have been diffused by them just respecting, like, yeah, he said he's not doing it. Like, this, what you gonna do? Grab him? Wrong move. I doubt it. Don't put your hands on him. And we could have talked till we blue in the face. And now at this point, I'm standing on my no on principle. I'm not going to tell you no 4 or 5 times and they be like, oh, okay, that's how I will do it. No, I'm not. So this episode is about saying no and being okay to say no. It is okay to say no. Everybody does not deserve, require your yes. If you do not feel comfortable with something, decline. Period. You have the choice. The one thing we do have in this world, like I say, power of choice. Make your choice. All right. I made my choice today and I was like, nah, I'm not having it. So praise God that he kept me calm, because it could have really went left. And, I wasn't going to let it go left. I do have levels of self-control. I do try to exercise that every day. And I'm going to give y'all something I got from my man, Pastor Brent, as we used to talk and kind of exchange some things. And he was like, yo, you got to continually die to your flesh like every day. So I tell myself, like, I get up out of my bed, out of rest in the morning, and then I jump into a coffin before I walk out the door. I'm dying every day. All right. In a good way. You know what I'm saying? I'm dying to the people pleasing. I'm dying to the saying yes. I'm dying to not knowing who I am and not executing my assignment. You know what I'm saying? I'm dying to my flesh and my temptations, and I'm dying to myself for the need for pride or the need to, I don't know what, like, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, to carry an attitude, to be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get out of my bed from resting, get ready for the day, and I jump into a coffin. And I carry out my whole day in the coffin. Because I'm dying every day, slowly but surely. God is pulling stuff, killing stuff off of me. And y'all should be dying to something every day, man. It's synonymous with that scripture that says to pick up your cross and carry it daily. All right, I'm gonna drop this somewhere in there for y'all so y'all can actually read it. You gotta pick up your cross every day, man. It's the same thing. Picking up your cross, jumping into a coffin, dying to your flesh. God died to your flesh every day. You know what I'm saying? So no means no. And they couldn't take it. And this is why they can't take it, because your boy is just too sushi for most of the world. Period. Yeah, I said it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a coin that. So don't be trying to steal my stuff. Yes, you heard it correct. I am just too sushi. You know what that means? What is sushi? It's raw, right? I'm just too sushi. And they couldn't handle it today. And I was like, yo, I'm being as sushi as possible respectfully. And they couldn't take it because I said no. So it is what it is, man. Like, if you don't want to deal with me, don't deal with me. But know when you're going to deal with me, go into it thinking like, yo, this is a real sushi dude right here. Like, he about to, watch what you say. Because if you let him respond, he too sushi for you ninjas. So he might hurt your feelings. So you might want to be careful how you engage with him. All right. So take that with you. Matter of fact, next episode, I promise you, I'm going to title it, I'm too sushi for you ninjas. Believe me, because I am, man. And I don't say that as a flex. I am, though. Like, the world is too soft. People too soft. You know what I'm saying? Walking on daffodils and lilies around people, not keeping it a bean no more. Like, sorry. Not sorry. Not going to be that way. Your boy is sushi out here. Like, all day, every day. And I'm going to keep it that way until the day I die, period. So if you don't want to deal with it, then click off. You know what I'm saying? Delete me out your phone, block me, whatever. But know that my engagement is always going to be like that. And anything you get from me is always going to be super sushi. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. With that, people, y'all know what to do, man. Love somebody, hug somebody. I ain't keep y'all too long, man. I tried to condense this rant. I got a couple different things that the Lord dropped into my spirit as I was speaking. So thank you, Holy Spirit. And for that one, we gonna roll out the next episode. Y'all already know what it's gonna be. I'm gonna actually break that whole phrase down, and I'm gonna give you some real language and some real experiences on when you too might know. How do you know if you too sushi? We about to find out in the next episode. Anyway, guerrilla style this week, y'all. All right. I'm gonna get back and watch the Sixers. Oh, they not getting smacked. It's like 109-94. They might actually win. I don't know how much time is left. But if I put this out, I'm gonna put it out anyway. And they lose, sorry. But let's go Sixers. Love y'all, man. Keep praying for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm always, we all just a work in progress still. I'm still a work in progress. I'm gonna deliver this to the way I'm gonna deliver it. Don't be nobody else but you. All right. So as I continue to keep talking, I'm really wrapping it up now. Y'all know what to do. Love somebody, hug somebody. Until next week, be present for that one. All right. Y'all know what to do, man. We out of here. Peace.